President Donald Trump about to send another shockwave across the world over what he might do if he loses next month's election.
Will you commit to making sure that there is a peaceful transferal of power after the election?
Well, we're going to have to see what happens. You know that I've been complaining very strongly about the ballots.
Controversies like that have been a near daily occurrence. President Donald Trump has almost single-handedly accelerated the daily news and social media cycle to a pace that's almost impossible to keep up with, even for journalists. As I'm talking to you, he's tweeted and retweeted at least a dozen times on subjects that can and do lead the global news agenda, including allegations of a rigged election and claims about his opponent, Joe Biden's son. And we're barely halfway through the day, and Trump hasn't even mentioned subjects that not long ago drove international politics to fever pitch: impeachment, the inquiry into alleged Russian collusion, and the threat of a nuclear war with the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Politics is naturally in overdrive right now, with a bitterly contested election less than 2 weeks away during a global pandemic. But some experts think the pace of the Trump presidency is unprecedented.
I started working on trade policy issues for a think tank in 2012. And, my first couple of years there were pretty calm.
Even so, this same period in 2012 was busy for Barack Obama as he campaigned for a second term while dealing with a hurricane that devastated the East Coast. And yet he posted just a handful of mostly unremarkable tweets each day. Trump routinely upends the day's agenda before breakfast.
We have to guard ourselves from rationalizing that this is normal.
His opponent, Joe Biden, has promised to change the tone of the presidency if he wins. So what might that mean for the pace of the daily news and politics cycle?
We've got ongoing events like the pandemic that are going to keep us in an intense news cycle. But sort of the daily monitoring of the latest tweet or the latest outrage, I think it will diminish a bit.
And Biden's pledge to restore something akin to normal has been made before. Warren Harding won the White House in 1920, promising a return to normalcy following the turmoil of the First World War and a global flu pandemic. Owen Fairclough, CGTN, Washington.